Welcome to the free SEO show. My name is Josh. I have SEO courses you should take, Bashinsky. I'm joined today by one of my favorite people and a friend of the show, Ryan Mazie. Say hi there, Ryan.
Hey everyone, Josh, thanks for having me.
The pleasure is all mine, sir. Ryan and I, just for a little point of interest, Ryan was thinking of a diversifying his great SEO empire into other areas. Ryan, do you mind if you mention or if I ask what you were thinking of doing? Because I thought it was a great idea.
Oh, the investing in the States?
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah, go for it.
Okay, he was thinking of investing,
Yeah,
buying an apartment
yeah,
building in the States. That's a great way to diversify income that I thought. And the reason why is because the prices up here for houses are super expensive, like $1.5 million for a normal house. And
mhm,
Ryan, you were saying you could get an apartment block in the States for that much, and it's has better
yeah,
positive cash flow. So that's
yeah,
great.
100%, man. You get like four of those things, and you're pretty much set.
Right. You
Yeah,
don't need to get any more. Awesome. Well, so anyway, I got that got me off topic, but again, that was such a cool idea. I had to mention it. Yeah, and I guess at the end of the day, it's all about making everybody money. That's what the show
yeah.
is about. The free SEO show is about making people money.
A great
SEO is about
way,
making money. Sorry.
a great way to get to that point is to have something that can generate you cash to buy one. So you might need some
Indeed.
yeah, could need some courses for that.
Yeah, to wit, yes. Thank you for the segue, just to rein it back in, rein Josh's
Yeah,
train of thought back in. So yes, to wit, you could do SEO, and what kind? But Ryan, how do you learn about SEO? I know you could take SEO courses. That's what today's show is about. Today, we are doing the SEO courses you should take. We have a long running segment on the show. Is Josh broadcasting YouTube? So I'll just flip over here quickly and see. Yes, I'm broadcasting to YouTube, so that's excellent. So fantastic. So, if you folks out there have never seen the SEO, the free SEO show before, we are the finest show on the YouTubes about SEO tactics, SEO strategies, especially when it comes to artificial intelligence. We have invested in both emotionally, philosophically, and monetarily. We have invested in artificial intelligence in a big way because we are future thinking SEOs and we realize that the old way of SEO is dead, that the society has changed and you got to use AI to move forward. So if you're into making money, if you're into getting a job or a career, if you're thinking SEO might be that, and or if you're already in SEO and you're like, I need to learn, I need to up my game, I need to learn more things, especially how AI can do things, you're in the right place. Because today we're going to go through the SEO courses that you should definitely take. And as always with the free SEO show, something is going to be free. The first course we're going to show you is a completely free, 100% free course we're going to show you. And then I have a really awesome course to show you afterwards, which it costs a little bit of money, but it is well worth it. And so we'll wait to talk about it until we get there. Before I get there, I should do some house cleaning stuff. If you haven't liked and subscribed yet, please click the bell and smack the monkey and punch YouTube or the gonads, whatever you need to do there, whatever extra actions, whatever hoops you need to jump through to make sure you're told when we go live. Make sure you click there and are told when we go live. That should be Tuesdays at 11 a.m. Pacific time. That's what time it is for me right now, 11:05 a.m. Pacific time. Off the coast of Canada on a small island. Both of us, actually, Ryan and I both live in the same island, Vancouver Island. Beautiful place to
mm,
live, although, as we just pointed out, the real estate's very expensive.
totally.
So that's such a great idea. Everyone around here is buying houses around here and renting out a suite. Ryan's like, nah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
I'm gonna save money for a down payment. I'm
yeah,
gonna be an American slumlord, and I'm gonna buy a whole apartment block and have 100
yeah,
people paying me rent every month. That's great. That's a great
yeah.
way to diversify
And
your SEO income.
right. And to be honest, too, it's more than just price point too. Whenever you're looking at doing stuff where you're in like landlording, you want to
Mm,
make sure you're in a landlord friendly neighborhood. BC has tons of new legislation that makes it difficult. One, already difficult to manage the high fees, but it makes it difficult to keep yourself in a position of power where,
mm,
you can't just kick people out. You can't just do rentals. It's all very highly regulated. And not that you ever want to kick someone to the curb, but
of
when you're
course.
paying, $5,000 a month, maybe to mortgage, people paying is important. But
Yeah.
legislation doesn't go that way here. So you find a place that's landlord friendly, makes you some money, you're good to go.
Indeed, indeed. So that's fantastic. So if you want to be like Ryan and make a lot more money than I am right now, for sure. If you want to be like Ryan and make a lot of money in SEO, this is the place to listen about what we're about to tell you about the courses you should take to learn SEO. And in 2024, there's never been a better time to learn SEO either. A lot of people are really doom and gloom out there. A lot of people, and have been for the last 10 years, because really the old SEO tactics have been slowly chipped away by Google every year after year. This spammy tactic and that chintzy tactic and that lame tactic of making lame pages that if you put our boots to the fire and you make us admit, yeah, these pages were just made for SEO. Yes, I did that, he did that, everyone's done that, every single SEO's done it because Google let us do it for the last 24 years. So that's fine.
Yeah, and it worked.
Not anymore. Now you have to make high quality content, and then fine. I mean, I get it from Google's perspective. That's fine. And it's fine because it's easy. It's easy to do, right? We have AI generating human level, eat quality content, factual and up to date every single time. Not easy to get ChatGPT to do. In fact, impossible, but easy to do if you know how to program AIs. And that's what we did. As I said, we've invested big time in AI, knowing that is the future of the world. So, however, enough proviso, enough talk, as Conan said as he drew his dagger and slew the priest. Let's get right to it. Let's get to the meat. Let's get to the SEO courses you should take. I have a free one for you that's really, really good. And I have another one for you that's really, really good. These are the curated courses that are absolutely, hands down, the best ones that are available today. So let me share my screen, and I will definitely show you how that works and those things. If you're watching live, by all means, please ask any SEO questions that you like, any questions at all in the live chat. I will answer it as soon as I can. Or under the description in the comments, please ask any questions. I'd be more than happy to answer them. Or you can always email me at joshbashinsky@gmail.com. I'll give you my Gmail at the end. And also you can always email Ryan as well for any local questions. Ryan is my go-to local guru when it comes to map rankings. So definitely email Ryan about any local questions you might have as well. We'll give you our contact info at the end. But by all means, if you're watching live, ask any questions about any kind of SEO, local, global included, and we'll definitely get them. Okay, so without further ado, as the French might say, let's get to it. All right, so what SEO courses should you take to learn SEO fast in 2024 and beyond? You can definitely master SEO quickly with expert-led courses. The key is, garbage in, garbage out, right? And I don't know, Ryan, if you would agree. Garbage in, garbage out. If you take some garbage, I also teach martial arts. I have 3 black belts, and I often say, if you go and take some garbage martial arts course, that's like, just do some dance moves, and then try some fancy blocks and some backflips, and that's how you defend yourself on the street. If you take some garbage, as much as I love backflips in 80s movies and like wow and stuff like that, I love that stuff. Don't get me wrong. It might not be the most practical way of defending yourself on the street. I'm just putting it out there for consideration. So if you take a garbage martial arts course that gives you a garbage belt in like a year, and there's garbage out, the outcome's not going to be so great. Would you think that's kind of fair to say, Ryan?
I would say that's totally fair. Yeah.
Well, I think the same thing. I agree. And I think the same thing happens for SEO courses. There are a ton of SEO courses out there, right? And SEO courses continues to be one of the top rated search engine optimization related search year after year in Google Trends. And it's even more now. It's actually spiked recently, Ryan. I don't know if I told you this. It's spiked recently, but the reason why is not too hard to suss out, because people are wanting to work from home, and SEO, a lot of SEO is a job you can do from home. There's in-house SEO jobs too, doing SEO for a company. I've done every single kind of SEO that exists in my 24-year career, including in-house, consultant, affiliate, rank and rent, digital real estate, local and global, all of the above, in porn niches and casino niches, in the most white hat of white hat niches, all across the board. I've done it all. And all these courses are going to be good for, that I'm going to show you, by the way, are good for all those kinds of SEO. If you're like, Josh, I only do local, this is not for me. No, the courses I'm about to show you are good for every single kind of SEO that exists. And the reason why I think it's exploded in 2024, I think, is because people want to work from home. There's inflation and pocketbook expenses, the greedflation that is going up, groceries cost more, gas is fluctuating.
Yeah.
And so people want to get, sorry, Ryan?
I was going to say, I would also say, not sorry to interrupt you, but people probably can't keep up to with some of the changes that are going on.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a
That
big one.
too,
So
definitely.
they need courses to keep up with the times.
No, you're totally correct. I'm happy you interjected that. Yeah, I mean, with pocketbook expenses getting bigger, people need more revenue sources. They need more revenue per source. SEO is a great side hustle right?
Yep.
That could become your main hustle. Basically, that's if you. I mean, would you think it's fair, Ryan, for me to say that was kind of how it happened for you? You were managing a different business up island, and you had to add SEO as a side hustle, and you kind of
Yeah.
pivoted totally to SEO. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, so it wasn't quite like that. So what happened is I was running a company up in Lake Cowichan on Vancouver Island that did like the rentals and that. And that got me into digital marketing and I started trying doing some SEO on there, but that was only ever like 2 months. And then I would do just kind of general marketing from, September till onward. And so in a sense it was kind of a side hustle, but I kind of had two like 50% hustles, I would say. But
Hmm.
then eventually I got really tired of, I was doing a lot of web development and I was chasing lots of web contracts. But as soon as you've done a web build, you'll get another contract for it. And I was trying to get more into recurring marketing. And then thought, hey, I should learn how to really do it well and started looking for courses.
Right, right.
Yeah,
And that's what led you to mine, which we're going to talk about in a couple seconds. But
correct.
yeah, so people need to add revenue per stream. People need to add more revenue streams. They need to diversify their income. And there are there's always people searching on the internet, usually with Google. People thought Google was dead. Google's nowhere near dead. They still have the vast majority of the search share. More people are searching with it. The AI hasn't changed it very much. It's just like a top featured snippet that talks back to you. It's really no different. SEO is still the place to make money, or a good place to make money anyway, and
Yep.
still is viable moving forward.
Yeah.
But you need to learn it fast. And because Ryan is totally correct that the tactics and the rules are changing on a monthly basis. So you need to be in the knowledge stream. You need to be in a group
Hmm.
that keeps track of that in a
Yeah.
diligent,
Gotta
scientific
surf that
way.
wave. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to surf that wave of the way that the SEO trends are going, the way that the business trends are going, and the way that the money is flowing. And the money is flowing through SEO with AI, big time. That's how
Yeah.
bigly it's flowing through there bigly like that. So it makes sense to me why people want to learn SEO and fast. The question is, okay, well, how do you do it? Are you looking to become an SEO expert in record time? And that's the key. It's taken me 20 years to perfect my SEO game. I'm here to tell you guys, you don't have the time to do that, right? And Ryan, when you're running your business, you didn't have the time to do that either, right? You don't have the time to take 20 years to up your SEO game. You need to get the right course that's going to teach you how to do this. I was inventing everything from scratch. I was reverse engineering, seriously testing, scientifically testing with my graduate experience, my master's degree, and my PhD. I was scientifically testing at a very high level, Google, spending thousands and thousands of dollars and hundreds of
Yeah.
hours of time. And I was also trying to learn, I was also learning the strategy of how that all works, and then inventing tactics on the fly that would take advantage of that.
Yeah.
You don't want to take that time. You want to learn from everything that we've already learned. And you can become an SEO expert in record time. So let me show you the courses I would recommend you would take. So here's my top two courses that you should be taking to see results fast, to learn SEO quickly, and it's 2024 relevant and beyond. That's another really important thing to say is that all these SEO courses from 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, they are all completely out of date.
It's true.
Of course, they don't tell you they're out of date. They want to continue
Yeah.
selling you their ebook they made 15 years ago about
Yeah.
PBNs and backlinks, the new SEO tactic. Like that's what all these other courses are like, right? And sadly, quite a lot of them, they're all out of date. They're all rehashed old content.
Oh, man.
And if you're not talking about AI and you're not talking about the things we're going to talk about in today's courses and why they're great, the free one especially, and then the one that is the more comprehensive course that has a small monetary attachment to it. If you're not talking about those kinds of things that we're going to talk about today, they're out of date and they're definitely not going to help you. They're just going to take your money and they're going to leave you high and
Mhm.
dry. And that is a really sad thing that I see on a regular basis. That I personally, I'm on a quest to stop,
Yeah.
quite frankly.
Yeah, so there's a couple things I'll speak to that too. Whenever you're looking at any courses in general, who's behind the course is kind of like important, who they are, do they get results? Before I got into the course with you, Josh, I don't know how many years ago that was, maybe like 7. It's a long time ago. I was going to university in pre-med, and so I was doing like research courses, and then I kind of, figured after a while, I'd maybe just be living in one spot, and I wanted a bit more freedom, and so I pivoted outside of that. But what got me into the group is that I've ran into your YouTube channel through someone who let me know about it. and it was the research method that you did, and you actually said, hey, we did this test, we found this outcome, and that was something that I didn't find in other courses.
Mhm.
Now, there's a
The
lot of
stringent,
if
the stringent
yeah,
scientific
yeah,
testing
the
method, which is so different than just make a wild guess, right? Like look at your
yeah.
competitors, make a wild guess, and then run with it and see how well your business works in 6 months or a year. That is, yeah, I agree. I was like looking at the testing everyone else was doing, and I'm
Mhm.
like, yeah, that's cool and all, but that's nowhere near as scientific as you think it is, and it takes so long and it's so difficult to do
Yeah.
true scientific testing. But I had to buckle down and do it. Yeah.
And yeah, and so it was that that really kind of got me interested in. And so as long as you're investing in courses that really have the data to back it up, and not a lot of people do, understand that SEO has no barrier to entry. You could be in middle school and call yourself an SEO. So you have to be critical of the people who you're getting the information from. Two things to consider as you're moving forward. And I'm excited to see what courses you brought up. I think I know which ones they are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and no, you're totally right. You're totally right. And I think that if you get one thing from us out of this video today, it should be this gem that I'm about to tell you, is that you need to check their testing methods and make sure they have proper standards for their testing methods, right? Just because they put up a web page and this thing or that thing happened in the field, we call that a field result. And field results give you some level of evidence, but they are is it is there's far too many different factors going on often, usually, for you to isolate, oh, it was this thing or that thing or this thing or that thing. That can't be the basis of all of your testing, right? You need to have a more rock solid base. There needs to be a more stringent testing. And you need to see the proof, as Ryan said. If you want to see the proof of the courses we're going to show you today, go to bit.ly/SEO proof, bit.ly/SEO proof, and you're going to see all of the wins. Whenever these courses that I'm talking about today get wins, I put someone says, hey, look, I got this ranking, I got that ranking, I got this ranking, totally unsolicited, right? They put this up, they put that up, they put this up. We have so many wins of people just sharing them. We put them in this folder, and you can see for years, going back about 10 years, as long as these courses have been going on, or the one course, the on-page course is new because it's all AI based. It's only been going for like half a year, but same deal. We get the same results and we have the same wins that we put in this folder to prove that, look at, this is what you need. You need a folder with 10,000 wins in it, right? You need a folder with thousands and thousands of wins that have been accrued over a decade, showing a consistent win pattern for this group. So, whatever kind of testing they're doing and whatever kind of SEO crap they're talking about, that's the stuff. That's the stuff that actually ranks you, as opposed to everybody else who's selling the other courses. They have like 5 testimonials, which probably are partly photoshopped anyway, and from 5 years ago, and you have no idea how well the tactics are working today, right now. Okay, so without further ado, then let's get to it. Here is the first course that I highly recommend. It's a no-brainer. It's the SEO Copilot free on-page SEO course. Why do I recommend it? It's completely free. It's entirely free. It's a complete on-page course that's entirely free. It's available pretty much every Friday. It's an unbeatable experience and resource for any kind of SEO, from novices to experienced pros alike, looking to sharpen their SEO skills, especially as it relates to artificial intelligence. It has an on-page SEO focus, although it does get into some on-site factors as well, and how you would build your pages out and those kind of structural questions. It is written in depth. The techniques are done in depth to a level everyone can understand them, but also are very, very powerful, from experts who've been doing this, again, for 20 years plus. This course will definitely get you from zero to hero managing your own SEO. It will save you thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours, okay? Now, this is not hyperbole in any way, shape, or form. Because this free on-page course is put on by SEO Copilot. SEO Copilot is a company that puts out SEO Copilot, the full on-page tool. It's showing you how to use the tool, but it's also showing you how to use the tool maximally and how to save thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours in terms of all the research you need to do with it. The AI is doing most of the research of competitor research, niche research, search research, keyword research. There's tons of research. You're buried with research when you work in SEO. This AI automates that and has a seamless, clean interface to show you the vast majority of that data that you need to care about. And that saves you hundreds of hours. And then ultimately, it's going to save you thousands of dollars as well. Not only in terms of the analysis that this software does for that you can learn for free and try for free as well for 2 weeks, they have a free trial. Uh, it will save you thousands of dollars in the analysis and thousands of dollars down the road by helping you make the right decisions as an SEO in the beginning. But it would also save you thousands of dollars in terms of content generation because the AI takes all the analysis information of your competitors that it sets up, and then it builds the correct on-page pages, which are high-level EAT content that has the experience, expertise, authority, and trust, that is human-level quality, right? Is indistinguishable from humans. Actually, that's a lie. In my personal opinion, it is distinguishable from humans, and that human-written SEO articles tend to suck. They tend to suck really bad. In fact, the AI articles are better. They tend to statistically rank better than human level articles, generally speaking, because let's face it, most humans writing SEO articles these days are not experts in the topic, and they work, typically they work overseas. And again, I have no problem with people overseas. I love India, I love Pakistan, I love your guys' crazy cultures, I love your food. I love the Philippines. One of the martial arts I practice is called Eskrima. I love that martial art. It's great. I love you folks. I love you people. However, sometimes over there, it just on Upwork, maybe it's just me. I have bad luck. I hire folks over there, and I get the crappiest articles coming back. This is like over the last 10, 15 years that they did like 10 minutes of research, and we're terribly done in terms of the SEO. Terribly done in terms of the quality, terribly done in terms of the factuality, terribly done in terms of the sales, right? Ryan,
I
have you
would,
experienced something similar?
yeah, and you know what? I think some of that is like just evidence of like how the industry is shifting, right? So AI allows you to do things quicker, it allows you to do things a bit more cost effective. And a lot of the workers like over there do things very manual. I've just been haven't been doing anything manual like for reporting and that in years. And I think the challenge that's the people who aren't keeping up with the times, but trying to maintain quality are trying to work too quick. And it's just like a nature of the system that's happening. I have experienced that. I typically, when I'm hiring VAs now, like I have our own processes and SOPs that we follow. And
Hmm.
I get someone and I say, hey, do a couple articles, let's see how they go. And if they do well, perfect. If they don't, they might not get the position. We'll do some coaching to see if they're, trainable. But it's very few and far between that I'm just saying, hey, hire from a person from Upworks who might be overseas, just write this article and let's see what you got. Because we have the standards. Now, that being said, when you have good tools or whatnot and softwares that really help automate that process, it makes it easier to hire, makes it easier to turn things over and scale up.
Definitely, yeah. And AI doesn't have to interrupt that process at all. It's not like AI is going to be doing the SEO for you. What it's going to come down to is you're going to have the same employees probably, or maybe you could hire less, but they're going to be doing a much better job that is much easier to get your SOPs, your standard operating procedures,
Yeah.
to work in a consistent way and produce with AI a consistent level of quality. And I think the thing that's really interesting about SEO Copilot is that unlike all the other free SEO AI tools out there, which are like generate 10,000 landing pages with AI, it's all crap. It's all chat GPT generated garbage, which is exactly the kind of content that Google's spam algorithms are looking for because they built these AIs. They know how they work. They know the kind of content coming out with it. But SEO Copilot has a very complex, it's called a chain of thought ideation and tree of thought ideation programming loops in which there's loop upon loop upon loop upon loop of the AI building and checking and building and checking and making sure that it has the up-to-date, factual, non-hallucinated, non-crap kind of content. That's going to save you this free on-page course is going to save you thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours in teaching you how to do on-page, leveraging the power of artificial intelligence with this particular tool. So again, this is transformational, and I think it's really important to mention that this is not like your grandma's SEO course, and not like your grandma's SEO, right? This is not, although I'd be impressed if your grandma was doing SEO, but this is, you get the idea. This is not like an old school way of doing it. This is using the old school wisdom and experience. Like I said, I've been doing this 25 years. And I've been building and reverse engineering AIs for at least 10, but builds them and structures this into a transformational experience where your work day is radically changed. Your results are radically improved. Your processes are radically streamlined. The money you have to put out for SEO is completely transformed into being way less, and the money you can make is transformed into being way more. This course single-handedly sets you on the path to SEO success. It's really a no-brainer for anyone who's serious about SEO. For those who are doubting out there, maybe, is this the right on-page course for me? Should I really be taking this? Let me just explain a little bit more why I chose this course for our which SEO courses you should take video. Why SEO Copilot is a game changer for on-page SEO. One, as I said, it's doing the niche research into profitable markets. That's one of the analysis that it does, and it's such an important analysis. And I'm just going to stop the video here stop the presentation for a second, so I could take everyone aside and say, "Hey guys, how you doing?" And I want a little aside here and just say, "Listen, guys, I've been doing SEO for 25 years. I have had tremendous successes and huge failures. I have had it all, right? I'll be the first to admit, yes, many of my sites have been hit. I've lost thousands of rankings and I've gained thousands of rankings. Let me tell you how it went wrong. Every single time when it went wrong, I listened to everything else other than what the data said I should be doing. That's how it went wrong, right? I got a little cocky and I had a chiropractor from Winnipeg, as an example. This didn't actually happen, but I had a chiropractor from Winnipeg come up and says, "Hey Josh, I want to rank for chiropractor Winnipeg because I know that's what people are typing in. We don't have to do any keyword niche research to find out what people are typing in, how difficult that keyword is, and how much money is going to ultimately make you. These three things are the bedrock of SEO that, yeah, I admit, even me, we get lazy, or used to get lazy. Doing a lot of keyword niche research could be very time consuming. The client didn't want to pay for it, just wanted me to go, go, go. And so sometimes, our arms were kind of twisted or we got lazy and we're like, okay, you want to rank for massage therapy Winnipeg. Yeah, I get it, blah, blah, blah. Or you want to rank for divorce lawyer Los Angeles, or you think you do, right? Whatever, blah, blah, blah. That is the completely, sadly, wrong approach to take. And that is where 80% of SEO campaigns either succeed or fail in doing proper keyword discovery and doing proper, it's called niche research. And that turns some people off because they think I'm talking about affiliate stuff. No, I'm talking about any kind and every kind of SEO. What are the searches you want to try to rank for? That is ubiquitous to every single kind of SEO and always will be. That's what SEO is. You're trying to rank for a search that they're typing in, or they've got their phone, they're talking to it. And those search trends, sorry, Ryan, go ahead.
I was gonna say, super good point there. Oh crap, I'm not gonna lose my train of thought. There's some of the things with clients that I do where because I've been watching the keywords over time and I kind of see how they're evolving, that I've chosen to do keywords that don't have search volume because I know that someone's going to be searching this down the road. And when you're really familiar with an industry and you know how it's shifting, you can be the first ones for that. A great example that I like to always bring up, and the keyword tool, Copilot, is great at always catching like early onsetters. I find it seems to grab them more than other ones that I've found. And what's neat is that with let's say MSPs, those managed service providers, IT support, city was kind of always the big term they wanted, or cybersecurity city, all these kind of city service terms. But now what happened is that in the industry itself, everyone signed up for an MSP when COVID first hit because they had to get tech support. They found that not all MSPs were made the same. And so now there's a lot of shifting, and the user and the customers of that are looking for MSPs who know their business type. And we kind of saw this coming in the foreground. And so we built out, MSP support pages for industry specific, despite there being really like no search evidence that should have been there. There was some cities that if we did a manual spot check and search review from there, we saw that there was other companies starting to do that tactic, and we thought, hey, I think this is because people wanted this, they were going for that, and we kind of forward thought. And that's why keyword research and the niche research is so good. And the more you're familiar with your industry, the better you'll understand that data.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. And That's exactly what we're talking about. It's about doing the actual niche research, or doing a test to see, doing the research to see what kind of searches you want to rank for. It's not good enough just to go by the autocomplete drop down, and it's not good enough just by going by what you think people are typing or what you did for the last 10 years, because as Ryan just said, search patterns change. They change every year, they change all the time. And that's the first part that you have to keep in mind. This free course teaches you about all this and how to take advantage of all this, right? Free. Search patterns change all the time. And so you need to make sure that you have done the research to see what are people talking to their phones, how is auto-completing the search, right? And changing the search. And different searches in different ages. I'm Gen X. I'm sure Ryan's probably a millennial or maybe Gen Z. There's differences in the ways different generations search. Boomers search a different way. It really depends on your niche and your market. And again, knowing your market really, really well. Getting the AI to analyze tens of thousands of keywords simultaneously and telling you what people are searching, what the trends are looking like, is going to save you so much time and so much money. Because here's the second thing of the three things here that are super important that this course will teach you for free. It will also teach you how difficult these different queries are. Here's the other problem, is that you're like, okay, well, I'm a divorce lawyer in Los Angeles. I guess we should try to rank for divorce lawyer Los Angeles. We're going to throw all our money at that keyword, and it's a make or break keyword. And if we don't get it in a month, we're going to get fired. Okay, well, guess what? You've set yourself up for failure. Because also another thing you don't realize is this SEO race has been going for 24 years already. The starter pistol went off 24 years in some of these niches, and they're running, and they've been building up signals for that long to prove to Google that they are the absolute best blah, 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 that they should rank for blue, blue, blue. Like the AI doesn't know. Google's AI doesn't know. It just knows gibberish is typed here. I give you this gibberish that my signals say I should give you. It doesn't know, right? I know your divorce lawyer thinks he's the best divorce lawyer, that he's God's gift to divorce that's ever been given. That's not how Google thinks about it. And you need to have the right signals in the right variety, in the right frequency, in the right places, put in order at the right time, or you're going to fail. And so you could do this keyword research and be like, yeah, okay, well, eventually we'll go for a divorce lawyer. But do you see how difficult this is? This is 100% harder, or 200 or 300% harder than the rest of SEO combined. We need to get signals in order and get Google to trust you. We need to build up on the easier keywords first, to build up trust with Google, to be getting traffic from Google, to build up trust with Google. And this free course teaches you how to do all of this. Check how difficult all these different areas are. Check what the search trends are, how difficult they are, so you can choose to go for keywords that are even possible to make you any money in the short time frame you have to make it before you lose all your money if it's your own personal side hustle, or you lose your job if it's in-house, or you lose your client if it's consultant-based. You only have a little bit of time. They're not going to wait a year for you to rank. And last but not least, speaking of money, last but not least is the money, right? In SEO, we've kind of been a little bit lazy, maybe a bit. And we're kind of like, well, what's your KPI, your key progress indicator, right? How do you prove to your client that you're doing a good job? Well, I got you ranking number 1 on blah, 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 like some 10-word query that no one searches and has no money behind it. But I did my job, ding, like that's not good enough in 2024, right?
Clients can look at their bottom line.
Exactly.
They want to see the leads.
Yeah,
So,
yes. They want to see this thing called leads. They want to see this thing called sales. If you're not making this sales, then you're up shit's creek without a paddle, right? That's not how it works. So we have a vested interest, and it's our job as SEOs to make whatever sites we're trying to rank as much money as possible, as fast as possible. You'd be like, well, Josh, that's too hard to do. That's impossible. There's no tool out there. There's no course out there that teaches you how to do this. There's no tool out there that gets you all that information in 50 seconds flat. Ain't wrong. Now there is. This SEO Copilot free on-page course teaches you how to do all this with, with their tool, right? The tool analyzes tens of thousands of keywords and tells you what people are searching now, how difficult it is to rank for, based on a much more complex 15-point chain of thought ideation, a much more realistic difficulty calculation based on spam, based on all the different ranking factors that exist in 2024 and will continue to exist This is still relevant for 2025, 2026. This content is relevant from the AI period onwards of what Google is doing now, because there's been a paradigm shift in the way they used to do it in 2023, October of last year, the October 7th spam update, the October surprise they gave us, and then now moving forward is the total AI-based Google rankings with spam built in, right? This course and this all the information I'm talking about in this video is relevant for 2025 all the way to 2040, moving forward in all that kind of AI way things are going to go. Because they're not going to change paradigmatically. They're going to change little bits here or there. They're going to change in degree. They're not going to change in kind anymore. That was the difference in change of kind between the old AIs they used and the new AI they're using now. Mm-hmm. And SEO Copilot and this free course from SEO Copilot, which they run pretty much every Friday, it's a no-brainer to take because I'm going to tell you what searches they're doing, how difficult they are to rank for in a much more complex AI that's going to save you hundreds of hours. You don't have to look at your competitors anymore. You barely need to look at your competitors anymore. The AI is going to tell you most of that information of, well, look, they're doing this, they're doing that, blah, 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 blah. And it's going to tell you where they're weak. And finally, it's going to tell you, based on solid marketing data and a solid marketing artificial intelligence with analyzes and crunches all the numbers, to say, look, you're probably going to make $5,000 per month here, $10,000 per month here, $200 per month here, $8 per month here. It gives you an apples to apples comparison of which searches you should be ranking for. And it tallies them all up into something called the final return on investment or the final ROI. And you get to learn how to do all this for free in this free course using this software, which again, you could try for free for 2 weeks. And also they have very, very reasonable pricing on their pricing page. Quite frankly, if you can't afford the software at the low price it's at, you don't have enough seed money to do SEO, so you should just stop the video now and go do some other job. SEO does cost money per month, right? It costs money per month to do, right? So if you don't have like the $74 a month to afford this software, then I'm sorry, SEO is not for you. You have to get some other job and then add SEO as the side hustle until you have enough money to do this thing.
I can't remember. There's a trial period in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's another idea. Start with sales, find a client, sign up for the trial, get them a result before the trial ends.
There you go. And you would do that. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. And this course will, for free, show you exactly how to do that, right? It'll show you exactly how to, everything from you found the client part. And although the course could help you with where to find the clients, it could answer that question in 10, 15 minutes, but it could show you how you would do that by finding the right keyword to begin with. If you try to rank for the hardest keyword right off the bat, it's going to cost thousands of dollars. It's going to take months and months and months. You will probably fail. It's like a 90% chance of failure doing it the wrong way. You need to build the right signals up at the right frequency, in the right way, in the right order. And this free on-page course, that's how SEO works in 2024. This on-page course for free shows you how to do all those things. So it's so incredibly important to make sure that you are going for the low-hanging fruit keywords. SEO Copilot helps you find the low-hanging fruit, the low difficulty keywords that also, as it says here, pack a punch, that have the money behind them. You want to be ranking for money keywords, not for just some 10-word long tail informational query that nobody actually searches. It has the advanced difficulty scoring AI that is a game changer, that is head and shoulders beyond any other tool. People sometimes ask, well, what about Ahrefs and SEMrush? How good are they? I'm sorry to say, this tool blows them out of the water. This tool completely and utterly blows them out of the water. One, I don't know that SEMrush and Ahrefs have a free course. I'm not aware of that. There's a free course to teach you how to do this. Two, this software costs way less than they do. Three, it's made for 2024 SEO and beyond. Unlike those pieces of software, which were made for SEO as it existed 20 years ago, and they just rested on their laurels and never really changed it.
They're very backlink focused too.
Yeah,
they're backlink websites, which means you couldn't do that till you have on page anyways.
Right, they're completely backlink focused. So they're not really going to help you in terms of this on page that I'm talking about here and all the other kinds of SEO. The 100 kinds of SEO that exist aside from just backlinks. If you think it's just backlinks, then again, you're going to have some trouble moving in 2024 and beyond. This free course will tell you how and why.
Yeah.
Another key aspect to this free course and why it's a game changer for on-page SEO and using SEO Copilot is the mastering of the keyword research with cutting edge Google models. After you have already found the searches you want to rank for, this AI goes even a step further and does all of your on-page keyword competitor research for all of the various AIs that Google uses for on-page. Ryan, let me know if you've heard this before. SEOs out there think there's only one on-page algorithm for Google.
Sorry, you broke up a little bit there.
SEOs out there, let me know if you think this is a fair statement. SEOs out there for the last 24 years have seemed to think, even though Google has publicly admitted and published their on-page algorithms, at least at a high level, what they call them, they think there is just one on-page algorithm. Do you think that's fair to say that people out there think that's what the case?
I hope not.
He says, I hope not. Yeah. Well, I've been doing this a long time. I've been talking to people, and they do. They think there's one on-page algorithm out there, and instead of the dozens and dozens and dozens of different on-page AIs and different on-page algorithms that mark up, detect, isolate, and score, that is to say rank, dozens and dozens of different parts of the page and aspects of a page. We have, of course, in Undergraduate University, the think tank that produces all these courses and all this information, we've reverse engineered that largely. And also with the API documentation leak that was leaked a few months ago, we've compared our results with that leak and realized, yeah, we knew about 98% of it. We did learn some things from the leak, which were quite interesting, that we scientifically tested and proved were ranking factors. Until we scientifically test and prove it, we don't think it's a ranking factor. We don't think about it because we proceed in a scientific method. Like the way that warfare science does. It's like, we're not going to use this missile until we know that it works. Okay, the missile works, great. Now we're going to move forward and build the most powerful army on the planet, kind of a deal. But you can't deny science in that regard. But and that's the way that's the approach that these courses kind of take. They're science-based courses, and that's again another reason why they're a game changer for all of SEO. Period. Not including including on-page SEO. So the SEO Copilot. So SEO Copilot rebuilds a number of comprehensive models, different AI models. It rebuilds a different AI model for all kinds of different of the on-page AI algorithms that Google is using. Models like RankBrain. It approximates RankBrain, BERT for you, TW-BERT, Google's AI-driven frameworks, the helpful content AI, the review content AI, DOM, the document object model, or what SEO is called page type vector embeddings, normal entity vector embeddings, the knowledge graph entity vector embeddings, query interpretation. The list goes on and on and on. Just to name like the top 8 that I can think of AIs that this thing for free shows you how to rebuild. And how do I do that, Josh? You press a button and the AI does it for you. It rebuilds all these models for you. You don't even need to you don't ever really need to look at it, right? You don't ever need to really go in there and look at it. The age of you thinking that you can look at your competitors and suss out what they're doing well enough to succeed in SEO is over. It is over, right? Maybe 20% of SEOs are succeeding on that. Do you want to risk your business on a 2 out of 10 chance? If you flipped a coin, however many 20 times, you think you're going to get the 5 flips or whatever it is, the 10 flips you need to win the bet? I don't think you're going to, not in a row, right? You need to have an AI doing all this analysis for you. And that's, I think, interesting about this course is that all the other courses out there are not really talking about analysis, and all the other courses out there and all the other AIs out there are not really getting the AI to do the analysis because they don't know how to do that, right? They don't know what analysis to do, and they don't know how to do it. That's the first thing we did with SEO Copilot is that the first thing SEO Copilot did, and another reason why it's a game changer for on-page SEO, is that it started taking all the analysis off of our hands, and then we had it. Then it's being used for generating the content, right? So it rebuilds all of these models, and you can check yourself that Google has publicly admitted neural matching, RankBrain, BERT. These are just some of the on-page models that we know they use. The AI rebuilds it for you, and this free course shows you how to do that completely with the press of a button. And then it targets the keywords for your business success. It takes all of those keywords and it adds in them into the human level content creation, right? It takes all this workflow that we've been discussing that you learn how to do in this free course, and it takes that and makes high quality factual content that is indistinguishable from human writing, keeping it factual, high quality, and completely up to date. And the best thing about that is that when it builds this content for you, here's another place where this free course is going to completely revolutionize, I think, what people are doing, is that this SEO Copilot is backed by the 4 proven SEO scores. The 4 proven SEO scores have increased ranking correlation, right? Because artificial intelligence is now doing the analysis here, the people at SEO Copilot have the tens of thousands of keywords that they see ranking in Google with their users in the system, and they correlate all those scores of 4 different things. 1 are all the on-page keywords I just talked about, or the semantic score. 2 is the average predictability score, or kind of like the AI content generation score. But it's not really an AI content generation score purely, because no one has that. That's not 100% possible. It's only like 99% possible. It's really a prosaic or a boring writing score, which Google will, or low quality content score, which Google will nab you for low quality content or prosaic writing or boring writing just as badly if a human wrote it or not. It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, Google has said, you cannot generate low quality AI content, but they said you can generate high quality content all day long with an AI or human. It does not matter. There is no time where Google has said that you're not allowed to use AI content. Whatever content you produce has to be high quality. We don't care who generated it. That's literally verbatim what numerous Google employees have said. The rest of the SEO industry is just wrong on that when they think otherwise. They're just grasping at straws because they're being called on the carpet, having to answer why they're losing all their rankings. And then they're like, why don't we use AI content? And they're pushing back on that because they have to push back on something. Like, why are you paying them? Right? They have no idea what they're talking about, really, at most times, sadly. So Copilot has that you learn for free how to use, and you can manipulate very easily by using their tool, by just clicking buttons and talking to it and say, write the content this way, change this, change that. In 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you've completely done all of your on-page SEO that the AI has overlooked for you. It's given you spam scores. Ever since last year, October, Spam Brain has been one of the major ranking factors in Google. Just Google Spam Brain and see that I'm not making this up. I'm not making up Rank Brain. I'm not making up Spam Brain. These are real algorithms, the real algorithms that Google actually uses that sadly most other courses don't even talk about, sadly. Those are the real ones. And so the AI of SEO Copilot, to build a proper Copilot, has the spam analysis scores, which highly correlate with high rankings. The higher your spam score, the higher it correlates with terrible rankings. The lower your spam scores, the higher it correlates strongly beyond a mathematical certainty, beyond a scientific certainty, by the way. Science has, as you can imagine, a standard mathematical formula, which has been proven by science, that how many records in your statistical data correlative analysis does one require before the study becomes scientifically valid. There's a standard formula for this that all science uses. SEO Copilot uses the exact same formula. So we know that they have scientific validity to say, it's scientific when we say these 4 scores need to be in the green or you're not going to rank very well. The AI does this all for you, and you learn how to do all this. If your eyes are rolling in the back of your head and you're like, oh God, Josh, this is so much information. Here's the beautiful thing about this, is that the AI does all this for you mostly. It takes your 8-hour SEO day down to 20 minutes, an hour at that, if you want to be a little bit more surgical and be a little bit picky about how the AI did things and put in your human influence here or there about the keywords you want to choose and things like that. It does all the work for you. It totally protects you. It totally guides you. And this free course teaches you how to do all of this with this very convenient, very cost-effective AI tool. And AI tools is the wave of the future, and the way that every job is going to go. SEO is probably going to be one of the first. So, like I said, it's a no-brainer. In 2024 and beyond, this is this is it, guys. AI is here. The Terminator is here. It's over. The time when humans ruled the planet is over. Now the time when humans with an AI sidekick rule the planet is here, right? So this is your co-pilot you want. This is your sidekick you're going to want, right? You want to be John Connor and have your Arnie T800 Terminator with you. You tell him to lift his knee and he lifts his knee. You tell him to put his knee down, he puts his knee down. That's what you want, right? That is how 2024 is going to move forward. This is the new era of SEO, which, whether you believe me or not, and you take this free course or not, which would be a no-brainer. It would be a total mistake to miss this free course while it's still free, just to try to get people moving over to the new AI way of doing things. I don't know if it's key. I have no idea if this course will be free forever. Probably not. So it's free now. So I would definitely go to SEOcopilotai.com, go to resources, check here under resources on the site, click for the live SEO Copilot training. It is guaranteed to boost your success. They have statistical proofs that if you do it this way, if you follow our process, you follow our steps, which are 3 easy steps, which are fairly easy to do. Again, this course teaches you how to do for free. It's basically a no-brainer, right? It's making you in this new AI landscape. It's ensuring your SEO efforts are effective, profitable, and future-proof, which is another thing that the other courses don't do. They don't update on a regular basis, right? They're 15 years old. They're not future-proof. Heck, they're not even now-proof, right? This course is revolutionary and it's changing SEO. So I think it's a no-brainer. Go to SEOcopilotai.com/resources and you can sign up for this free course right now, right this second. Ryan, what do you think? Do you agree? Do you have any other thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you right now, you're not gonna win in SEO and make like good money unless you have the tools behind you to do it. Just like any industry, construction, matter, you need to have the tools to do it. There's been a learning curve. It's a lot less of a learning curve than when I started because you don't have to do it all manually.
Mhm.
And you can always get that deeper knowledge if you want. But if you're thinking like, shortest route to revenue, that course is for sure a first good bet. Yeah. And if you
Yeah.
do the course and you can try their free trial, you might be able to get some wins even before it costs you anything.
Yeah,
So
yeah, for sure. Definitely. There are discounts available out there as well. For example, I could give people a 30% discount to it right now, to buying the software, the SEO Copilot software. Let me go here to the free course. Sorry, the YouTube here. Chet says, where do we get access to the SEO Copilot free training? So like I said, my friend, it's here at SEOcopilotai.com under resources. So let me share the screen again. So it's right here, links under resources, first one. It's the first one. So I would try that out for sure. It's a no-brainer. It's free. It's definitely a course that you should be taking. Whether you agree with anything I said or not, doesn't matter. Take the free course. You're going to see at least what AI SEO looks like and see what you're in for in the future when everybody else finally follows SEO Copilot's footsteps and moves in that direction. And as promised, there is a 30% off coupon. Let me dig it out here and find it here for a second. Let me see. Do I have it here? So for people who, only for listeners of my YouTube channel, I can give you a 30% off coupon on the app. As Ryan said, do the 2-week free trial and try to get a customer first. Go to a business lunch. Go to a business luncheon. Right. Go golfing.
yeah,
Find some customers somewhere, and get their on page going. Or you could also do your own kind of side as well. You could do your own kind of side hustle
yeah.
for sure.
If you're doing plumbing on the side or something, you can offer your stuff. If I were in someone's shoes who had absolutely $0 to and wanted to try and do some, what I would probably do is go and try and sell like as many people as I can. I'll get you to page 1 or make some sort of guarantee. You get to page 1 or you don't pay. Let's say you get 10 people,
Hmm.
go sign up, do the course, then get the 2-week trial. And hopefully you have like 100 pages to do, and then you just go through and opt as many as you can in those 2 weeks. Some you might not see the results at the end of the 2 weeks, and but you might see them by the time like a week or two later, or maybe a month later. So if you
Hmm.
can really line up the work and get the course ready, you really want to give it, yeah, a good first you
Yeah,
can do that.
yeah, I would, that's a great idea. I would structure it like this. I would go find the customers. I would tell them, okay, I will show you that I can rank you. Let's pick a keyword in your niche, not some bullcrap keyword, in your niche that has some value to it, not the craziest, but it has to be pick one of the easy or very easy ones in that particular niche. Hopefully that niche will have an easy or very easy keyword. Not all of them do. Again, you need to do the keyword research to find out, should I even be in this business to begin with? Let's try selling herbal Viagra. You know, guess what?
Mhm.
All those niches are really hard to rank for. Pun fully intended, hard. Because it makes tons and tons and tons of money. It makes millions of dollars per month. I've made tens of thousands of dollars per month ranking for those keywords, hundreds of thousands of dollars per month back in the day at
Yeah.
ranking for those keywords. It's not easy to do, and you got to be all over. You got to be all over. You got to be on top of it.
Yeah.
Google very aggressively, takes those pages out. Blah 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 blah. But what you do is you find very easy keywords. You say, look, if I can get you ranking for this keyword within the 2 weeks or within a month or whatever, you agree you'll pay me X, or I'll turn the page off, or else, whatever, or some kind of agreement like that, or just on faith, like you agree that you'll hire me, and then you could pay for
Mhm.
this software, or hire me, and then I'll pay for this software. Then take the third, then do it. Find the
Mhm.
easy keywords, have this software build it up, take the free course, have the software build it up for you, and then hopefully you'll get the results. You should, if
Yeah.
you've chosen the right keyword. It might
The
be a
right.
little
Yeah.
difficult depending on the keyword. You can ask me when I'm teaching the course. How does this work? Would this keyword work well for that idea? Blah 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 blah. I'll try to guide you there, and then you can sign up and use the 30% discount if it's still available. This will not be available forever. There's limited amount of these coupons. There's only a few of them left. There was 20 in total. Trying just to get more people into SEO Copilot.
Mhm.
And then you can keep building the pages and keep that momentum going. That would be a really important thing to do, and I think that could be a really good winning strategy that Ryan was talking about there.
Yeah.
So let me share the screen. Go here. So as I said, 30% discount on all SEO CP on page full tools. It's this code here. And to take advantage of it, you'd go here to SEOcopilot.com pricing. You see the pricing is quite reasonable. These prices per month, if you can't afford these kinds of prices per month, then you probably don't have the seed cash to work in SEO. You probably should go try some other job. And there it is in the discount there as well. Again, if you guys have any questions, by all means, go ahead and ask. So I think that's great. That's an hour. That's the free course. You might be like, okay, so that's definitely an SEO course you should take. That's the free one. It's a no-brainer. Why it's free? Why wouldn't you go try it for a couple hours on a Friday and see the difference that AI can make for you and see how easy it is? Um, uh, the next course is the picking up from there. Is like, okay, what do you do? Okay, that's a great course and it teaches you a lot of stuff for free, but it doesn't teach you everything. How do you do the rest of SEO? There are 100 other factors, right? There's dozens of on-page factors that we've mentioned, but there's 100 other factors you need to take advantage of to try to make money in most niches. A lot of people know about links already, but there's all kinds of building your site factors, on-site factors that aren't really on-page factors, tech SEO factors, and off-page factors that you need to build up as well. So I think this video's gone on long enough. I think I want to do a part two of this. So this was part one. I won't keep Ryan forever either, abuse my friend's time of keeping him here on a call forever. So as promised, this was the first part one of the SEO courses you should take. Next week at this time, check my YouTube, youtube.com/jbachins, JBACHYNS, for this course. Also next week, put in your calendars, we'll do the other course I recommend that you should be taking to learn SEO very quickly in 2024 and beyond. It has all the tech factors you need, all the off-page factors you need. It is and all the tech and all the on-site factors you need. In fact, it has every single factor you need to take advantage of to learn SEO fast and efficient, and to guarantee your success in SEO. There's not a lot of courses out there that can guarantee you success. They say, look at our wins. If you're not getting these, something is wrong. Tell me, because you should be getting these wins, right? There's very few courses that even make that promise. Almost none, actually, that I can think of, quite frankly. It's crazy that this course can make this promise and does. It's even crazier that it's true. It's even crazier that you are going to get these wins. So the question is not whether or not should I take this course. The question is, do you want to make money in SEO? Yes or no, right? Do you want a career in SEO? Like Ryan did and so many other people. George also is a student in this course and has been for a very long time, my other co-host. If you want a career in SEO, either a side hustle or a main job, either local or global, affiliate, rank and rent, personal, consulting, or in-house, all of the above, it covers all of the above. The other SEO courses just even think like, probably to make more money, they separate the courses out into different things. You have to buy it for in-house, as if in-house SEO is in any way different than consultant SEO, which is in any way different than affiliate SEO. It's all just SEO. That's how Google looks at it. E-commerce SEO, sorry, strategically speaking, theoretically speaking, in terms of ranking factors, I'm going to say something surprising. E-commerce SEO is absolutely no different than affiliate SEO. It's just in how you make the pages, and that has everything to do with how SEO Copilot shows you how to build those pages out. You'll cover that in the free course.
Yeah. If I will give one tidbit while we're talking e-commerce, e-commerce is kind of hard to get quick wins on. There's a lot going on those sites. So if you're thinking getting clients for reselling to make some cash, I think sticking to like local services might be fine. You find the more rural the area, you might find the less competitive.
Yeah.
But just if you're going out to kind of try the tactic recommended, e-commerce is great. But I know e-commerce guys and they'll really measure by their bottom line, and SEO isn't always known for having a quick click to sale thing. And it's hard to
Right.
track
Right.
organic search to sale.
You could do a product page. You could pick an
That's
existing
true.
product page, use the free course, learn how to do the proper on page on it, fix it, because a lot of e-commerce sites, the product page is utter crap. It's usually
It is
copied
true.
product
That's a good little
description. It
niche to
probably
go
isn't
in.
even
Yeah.
ranking anywhere, right? It's probably crawled and not indexed. Fix
That's
it,
cool.
and then say to them, you have to fetch this in Search Console so that they index it right away. They could take a month to get back to it because they think it's a crap thin page, right? So you have to fetch it right away, and you'll see it'll suddenly start ranking, and or it'll have a huge ranking jump if that page was terrible, and if the keyword is easy enough. And a single product probably is going to be fairly easy.
Yeah, it's gonna be fairly because it's fairly in terms of what I would consider a rural area and local. Like if I'm working in a town that's tiny, super easy to rank, products can be very unique, meaning like only some people might sell it.
Yeah.
So I like that tactic there. I would challenge anyone who's thinking about doing this. If you can do it before part 2 of this video and you have any challenges, you might get to ask some questions.
There you go. Sure. Thanks, Ryan. That's a great idea. By all means, give this a try. Come back on the next video and ask, and or come to the free course and ask. You can do that definitely there too. So yeah, I'm not going to keep poor Ryan here forever. But so it's a bit of a cliffhanger. Apologies, but I promise I will come back with part 2 of the next course you should take, which covers everything else that you want. I think this was a really in-depth video talking about the course. The free on-page course you should definitely take. It's a no-brainer to take it. Just go ahead and take it, sign up for it, put it in the calendar, and go for it for free. I think while it's still being offered, I think it's definitely a no-brainer, and it's definitely going to help you guys out. All right, let me quickly check to see if there's any other questions on the tube views. That's it. Awesome. Well, again, I'd like to thank everyone for watching. I'd like to thank Ryan for joining in, as per usual. Again, as I said, you can contact me at joshbashinsky@gmail.com. Let me go here and give you that contact information. Share the screen. You can contact me here at, again, as I said, joshbashinsky@gmail.com. Ryan, why don't you give us your contact information as well if they have any specifically local questions?
Yeah, so you can find me. It's Ryan at amazingrankings.ca. I'll just send that to you, Josh, if you want to post it somewhere. Do
Sure.
a chat thing. But yeah,
True.
guys, any local questions, be sure to reach out. Even when it comes to GMBs, there's so many changes in there. Um, Feel free to reach out. Always happy to kind of point people in the right direction. So
Okay, here's the chat. I will put it here. Whoa, what's happening? Boom, 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 and boom. Here we go. There we go. Boom. Haha. I have the technology. It's done now. I have the tech. There we go. JoshMashinsky@joe.com. And way at the bottom, you see it there, Ryan at AmazingRankings.ca. All right. Thanks, guys, for listening. Thanks for watching. Tune in next week for sure. It's definitely cannot miss the SEO course, the top SEO course in the industry, quite frankly. There's no other course like it. It teaches you everything you need to know about SEO. It is definitely should be on your list of courses you should try out, even if you just try it for, like for a month or whatever you try it for. It will definitely change your SEO game. You can even email Ryan and ask him. He'll tell you about it. Until such time, good luck on the SERPs, my friends. We'll see you soon. Sign up for that free course. It's a no-brainer. And good luck in the SERPs. Thanks again for being here, Ryan. We'll talk to you guys
see you, Josh.
soon.
Always a pleasure.